start here.
Yep, and just work on your forward move from there. Yep. You got medicine balls, if you want medicine balls. I mean, you know, however you want to work on that.
What's up?
What's a good number of swings for you that you like to take between maybe around 6 to 8, 5, 6?
I'm more in that like 5-6 range. Just playing for so long, like I'm done with the rounds of 10 and 12. Like as soon as I start feeling like I gotta like catch my breath, that's probably my next swing's probably gonna be my last one.
That's where the insanity comes from.
Yeah.
Because they'll prioritize one more. Whether his sixth swing is really good or not so good, it's his sixth swing. So we understand it's quality over quantity. You know, but everybody wants rounds. I mean, I'll see guys, and it's not just our club, it's everybody in general. Yeah. They'll take 25 swings in a round of BP. They'll come out of there so gassed out that they don't understand that they're not helping themselves, they're hurting themselves. But the most time that we spend is working on the approach and the load and how to get the body to the right loaded launch. Obviously, he has mastered the hand pivot, the tilt. He's experienced a lot of success at a very high level. You know, he's getting great numbers last year. You know, first year in affiliated ball like that. You know, he's really kind of put himself on the map. But it's understanding that I have to prioritize certain aspects, not just the swing, because you're not really achieving anything when you just swing. That's activity. You know, everything is precise that we do, and everything is very detail-oriented, and we'll talk about things like that. But you want feedback in a lot of ways. That's what, you know, we do a lot of different drill sets, and we're looking for visual feel. You know, we want feel, we want visual. So, you know, for me, when I come in and I see a team start or a kid start, and he just sticks the tee in the middle of the plate, and he calls that a drill. It's not a drill, it's activity. What are you really achieving, you know?
But that's kind of a maturity.
Yeah.
Learning the process, right?
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Like I'll take rounds of BP where it's 2 swings. Like if I hammer 2 balls in a row, I'll get out of the cage. Just because it's like, all right, well, there's 2 ways I can look at it and be like, oh, I want to keep trying to do that, but and then I'll try to do more, and then you get the top of the cage, like trying to G-hack everything, and it's like, well, all I'm trying to do when I'm hitting is feel what I feel, like what I know is right, and get out of there. Like feel it, see it, get out. Because for me, like if I feel it and it's good, like what's the point of me keeping swinging it, right? I already know that that's the feel I want to get, so just take less.
It becomes an ego thing too. A lot of guys, you know, pump the brakes here. Those are 2 really good swings. I feel really good about it. Get out of there. You know, but everybody wants to do more. Yeah. Do less to get more, not do more to get more.
So
exactly.
I can't.
Would you say that 5 or 6 also gives you an opportunity to reflect on those swings versus?
Absolutely, because you're prioritizing 6 swings. You can't prioritize 25 swings.
Right.
You can't talk about the 25 swings you've taken, but you can talk about the 6 swings you've taken and understand where you might need to make an adjustment, what you're trying to feel, what we're trying to do.
Yeah,
you know,
he can go back and say after a 6th swing, he can go, I felt the difference between my 3rd swing, my 4th,
right.
5th, and 6th.
That's why when I video my guys, I video 3 or 4 swings.
Right.
Side view, catcher view, backside view. I don't video 25 swings. I don't need to review 25 swings. We need to review 3 or 4 swings at a time. The only one you lose the barrel on is where you start to
where it's
externally rotate that front leg, you know, and just understand, you know, when that tilt happens, that knee has got to go forward. That sets up the direction of my path. That sets everything up to work through the middle. But when that thing goes here, knob pulls around, immediate push with the back arm, immediate hand roll over.
I want to ask a real quick question.
Yeah.
And guys, when we're looking at this, the number here, bat speed I get, okay, peak hand speed. How is it measuring your hand speed? Isn't that the same as your bat speed? It's evidently not.
It's how quickly your hands get up to speed at launch. All right.
So at the turn?
As soon as the barrel starts to turn rearward, it's measuring peak hand speed from there. Yeah. Bingo. That's good.
That one felt good.
What is the difference? Sorry, go ahead.
Yeah.
What is the difference in the drill, say, what I would consider the flamingo drill to where he had crossed his feet over?
This is all giving a feel of what the coil does to start the body to move forward.
Okay.
The big misconception with the load is a shift back. So if I shift my weight into my back leg, how do I get off my back leg? I have to push to get off my back leg. That pushes the body forward very fast. The load is on and around the rear leg. I'm continually loading around my rear leg. So what starts my forward move is the coil, and as I start to coil forward, I'm consistently pulling into my back, my scap. There's no difference between the load or what we used to call stride separation. It's not a hand movement, it's not an arm movement, it's a back movement. Looks very familiar, doesn't it?
Okay.
Pitcher coils, he stretches into his back and into his scap. The only difference here is what the body does to throw a baseball as opposed to hitting a baseball. We throw with external rotation. Why? We're throwing downhill. But we've taught to hit with external rotation. So when I hit with external rotation and my humerus goes external, how do I get the barrel to the ball? I've got two options. I'm either going to pull the knob down. Where's my barrel already moving? Away from my body. I'm going to pull across. That's where you see a lot of guys side spin or slice balls, oppo, or they cap balls off the end. Or at that point, I'm going to push my back arm to try to get the barrel back inside, and you'll see them swing and miss, dump the barrel. But once I go external and I have to pull the knob down, I am now pushing my rear arm. How many of you guys do you see roll over?
Oh, it happens all the time.
And it's all rollovers there. The difference between the hitting aspect and the pitching aspect is I want adduction of my humerus. Meaning when I tilt and I turn the knob with a force into the handle of the bat, my knob is turning up. All right? I am now getting on plane, but I am turning the barrel rearward to accelerate the barrel now forward. What that resists is the rollover. Here's where the whole, we swing, everybody, we're teaching everybody to swing up. The finish is up, but the swing is down. But the best understanding is the swing is not down with the lead arm. If the lead arm pulls down, I can't get my barrel to a ball inside without pulling across. So how many guys do you see get jammed and hit balls oppo, but they really don't hit them hard? They slice through them. If I can adduct my rear arm, I am now turning my body equal and opposite. My upper body is turning Ferris wheel, but just with the tilt in the hand pivot, that pulls my knee around. That's where the torsion comes from. So once I can get here, my body is now turning upper body Ferris wheel, but my lower body carousels, where we were taught to rotate the hips to pull the knob down, yet keep our front shoulder closed. So we created a two-step swing, what we call hip-shoulder separation. My swing gets up to speed immediately. I mash the gas immediately. That gives me a systematic advantage to launch the barrel quickly. But if I'm pulling the knob down, my hands aren't engaging the swing. What is engaging my swing is my arms. So when the knob pulls down, immediately you'll see the barrel go this way. So they either push to try to get the barrel inside, dump the barrel, foul it back, swing and miss. Or they continually pull across their body. No bueno.
And with the swing that you're teaching, if you get beat, it allows you to get that barrel on.
Absolutely.
Or plane.
Absolutely. It allows the barrel to stay in the zone because the barrel's never exiting the zone. If I turn the knob up, my barrel is being released through the middle of the field. I don't have to be perfect now to time it up. That gives me the path that I'm looking for to consistently barrel up balls.
One more for you.
Yes, sir.
Just let everybody know who's watching what a humerus is.
The humerus is the big bone in your arm right here. So does that make complete sense to you? Is external rotation, I'm throwing downhill. But I've been taught to take the knob down. So if I pull down, I'm swinging and pushing the barrel down. So if the ball's coming down and my barrel path is going down, what happens? Rollovers. Exactly. But we're teaching people to swing up. No, we're not. We're teaching people to swing down through adduction versus external rotation. That's the difference. That's a huge difference. But if you look at it, we do a number of drills with PVCs with that, and understanding that this move has got to happen immediately. There's no hip-shoulder separation. There's no body weight transfer. If I transfer my body weight with a heel plant, I am now moving forward. I am now going to turn that way. We were taught to plant our heel. We swing the heel on the ground.
The one thing that I want to come back to, and this is something I'm watching here, and you know, your bat speed through the zone has been pretty consistent, but it varies. You know, you were at 72. This last one was at 77. So you're in that within 5 miles per hour.
Yeah.
But what's the most consistent is your hand speed.
Yes.
Your hand
Because his hands are immediately up to speed.
Yeah, your hand speed has been within 5.5. You know, you're at 21.7 to 22.2. That's where it's been. I've been watching it the whole time. It's been within that range. So to me, that's the most impressive thing about all of this.
Yeah.
What you're looking for in that respect?
So for me, like with the blast and everything, like, and Shane knows, like, I'm not much of a technology, like, I don't dive too far into that. I know it, I like value it, but as far as like when I'm hitting, like for me, it's like flight of the ball. Like I'm looking at the results of the ball. And like I break it down to like a elementary school level of like when I'm doing my drill work, like I know what I should be feeling, and I'm also just like picking targets out in the cage to try to hit. Because if I'm doing that, then every swing I take, I have like a purpose behind it. And I know if I have a purpose and I get my best swing off, like all the numbers are going to be where they need to be. Like if I hit the ball hard on a line to the outfield, like I know, like I don't even have to look at that. I can just assume like, okay, well, it had to have been what I wanted it to be.
And the data is driving him to help you keep the construction of the swing in place.
Yeah, and like he can break it down for
The
me.
one thing that I don't prioritize is impact metrics. They don't mean anything to me. It's all about the quality of swings. Right. So there's two different parts of the program with Blast. There's an impact part of it, and then there's a swing quality part of it based on plane, connection, and rotation. I prioritize swing quality over the sexy numbers. Your hardest bat speed is not necessarily going to be your best swing. Why does he have to swing harder when a guy's throwing 98 miles an hour? It's not about the speed of the swing, it's the quickness of the swing. Because all he's got to do is turn it and be there immediately. That's the thing, is if I turn here, my barrel's there immediately. If I pull here, my barrel's not there yet. Because what blocks the barrel out is my lead arm. I can't get the barrel there. If I can turn it up, this arm is out of the way. But we've been taught to swing this way. Steep attack angle. So how do I manipulate the barrel to gain lift or loft or backspin balls? That's where they'll push their back arm and they lose that aspect of it.